Employees of the Wirecutter, a product review website owned by the New York Times, held a rally outside the New York Times building on November 16th. Employees from the New York Times newsroom and members of the New York Times Tech Guild and News Guild showed up in solidarity. About 200 people turned out to support the Wirecutter staff in their fight for fairer wages.
Your Wirecutter! Thank you! Tech Guild have been fighting to have their union certified for 8 months. They've persevered through captive audience meetings, legal challenges, forced elections, delays, attempts to undermine their union.
Wirecutter has been wildly successful over the past few years, doubling traffic in that time, and workers have not seen a direct impact in their paychecks from the success we've had.
James Austin, an updates writer for the Wirecutter, earns $54,000 a year. If the New York Times agrees to increase the wages of Wirecutter employees, he can earn up to $60,000 with an annual increase.
My monthly take-home pay, roughly after taxes and that sort of stuff, is around $2,600 a month. I pay $1,500 a month in rent, so that's where a lot of that goes. I pay, once the pandemic relief for student loans ends up expiring next month, I'm going to have to start paying about $250 to $300 a month for that. And then everything I have left is for food, getting around town, existing in New York, which is, as a lot of people know, expensive. So it tends to go pretty quick, which leaves not a lot of room for things like savings. And then I also have credit card debt that I'm trying to pay down. I also have to deal with things like groceries, which in New York can run anywhere from $150 a week to $300 a week. I have roughly $15,000 in student debt left, I think, last time I checked. I haven't done the math to figure out how long that would take me to pay off. I do know most of my monthly payment goes to the interest payment and not to the principal. So if I keep going on this current salary, it will take me many, many years.
Wirecutter is seeking is a $300,000 increase overall for the entire payroll to minimum salaries for a 65-person unit. For the New York Times, which currently is sitting on over $1 billion in cash, we're not even talking about other assets, but just their cash assets is $1 billion. That amounts to, I believe it's 0.029% of that bank that they're sitting on. As it compares to the rest of the industry, we know that other companies look at what the Times is doing and how they compensate people to set kind of standards across the board.
Wirecutter employees walked off the job on Black Friday, the busiest time of the year for the tech publication, in protest for fairer wages. It remains to be seen whether or not the New York Times will agree to these wage increases.